So this is video number one in my series of what is programming. So this is just a basic intro video of what programming is before we get into the fundamentals of programming. So let's just start with the first question of what programming is. Programming is it's a process. It's a process of performing executable tasks. And all that means is you are going to be writing a program on an electronic device. So any device, computer, iPhone, tablet, whatever, to execute a task. And that task might be as simple as adding two numbers. So num1 and num2. So that's all programming is a process of writing executable tasks. So I'm just going to create another message here, and I'm just going to write add num1 and num2. So that's a program. So when you write a program, you are going to use code or programming languages. And all code is a sequence of instructions. Now, keep in mind, the key word here is sequence because you're going to write them in a particular order. And these instructions are going to be executed on a device. And I spelled executed wrong, but on a device. So let's go over here, and we want to add two numbers. So now this is just going to be pseudocode, and all pseudocode is just like a English language of just writing computer code. There's no syntax behind it, and I'm going to get to what syntax is in a minute. But so let's just write some pseudocode here. So we're going to say num1 equals 1, num2 equals 2, and num3 equals 0. And now we're going to say num3 equals num1 plus num2. So this is code right here. This part is code. It's executable instructions in a sequence. So first it would do this, and it's going to declare num1 as having the value of 1. It's going to declare num2 as having the value of 2, and it's going to declare num3 as the value of 0. Then it's going to jump to this one, and it's going to declare the variable number 3 as number 1, adding number 2, which would give num3 a value of 3. So that's all a program is. Now there's one other topic I want to touch in this video, and it is what is syntax. So in programming, you have different programming languages. So let's just talk about two of them right now, Java and Python. They're both programming languages, meaning you can use these languages to write your own sequence of instructions to execute a task. Now, I'm just going to write an example here. So, x equals 10 if x equals 10, x equals 20. In this one, I'm just going to say x equals, and that needs an int. And I'm going to say x equals 10 here. And then I'm going to say if x equals 10, x equals 20. So I'm just going to circle a few differences here. So this is the same code, and all it's saying is if x equals 10, so x equals 10 in both of these. If it equals 10, set x to 20. So it starts here, oh, x is 10. Then we're going to come to this statement, and it's going to say, oh, if x equals 10, which it does, go in the brackets and set x to 20. So now x equals 20. Both of these little snippets of code do that. But the difference is just how they're written. It's kind of like saying hi in English and saying hola in Spanish. It means the same thing, it's just written different. You can see some differences here. In Java, you have to declare your variable, you have to use semicolons, and then you have to use these brackets here. In Python, you don't need semicolons, and you don't need the brackets here. You need the two dots here, and you don't need the two dots here. So all syntax is it's a set. The formal definition of it is a set of rules and grammars and symbols that make up a particular programming language. All right, guys. So I'm just going to talk about what we're going to be doing in this series. The next video is going to be on variables. For example, x equals 10. After that, I'm going to do if statements, condition. After that, I'm going to do loops. So all kinds of different loops. Then I'm going to go over file structure, methods, for example, methods like this. And I know you don't know what any of this means, but it's okay. Then objects, and then abstract classes and interfaces. So guys, I went over on this video. I know I said they were only going to be 5 minutes, but this was 7 minutes, so that's all I got. Thank you guys. Hit the like button and tap the subscribe button. Thanks again.